83% of Singaporean employers are unable to find talent. This number has more than doubled since 2019, and a recent reputed survey showed this data. This is what's pulled the Singaporean government into twists. And that's why the country is now relaxing its immigration pathways. Now keep in mind that moving to Singapore is not difficult, but it is complex. So in today's video, we're going to discover 7 amazing pathways that you can use if you want to make Singapore your home in 2025. Let's get started. Hello and namaste, my name is Nidhi Nagori and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me yet again. My name is Nidhi, I'm a finance professional, a digital creator, and also the CEO and founder of Globology. Through my channel, I love covering immigration, migration, the journey of moving abroad. And my goal in this year is to give you as many opportunities as I can, expose you to as many countries as I can to make your worldview grow bigger. Today, I'm covering a country that has been sitting on the fence when it comes to migration, but it is finally relaxing in 2025 and making it easier for global talent like yourself to move there. This is Singapore. I visited Singapore in 2018 and worked on a mergers and acquisition project there for my past employer. Loved it then, love it now. I still feel it's one of the best places to be in, especially if you're from Asia. And if you are thinking about moving to Singapore and starting a new chapter of your life, whether you want to do that as an entrepreneur, a professional, a student, or an investor, I'm going to help you today. So without much further ado, let's get started. The first route, which is genuinely one of my most favorites and one of the least complicated ones if you get the right partner, is the business owner route. This is the entrepass. So it's basically for foreign entrepreneurs who want to move to Singapore and start their own business and run it. And if you think all of this is too expensive, hold your breath because I have a solution for that. First, let's see who it is for. So this one's for entrepreneurs, innovators, or investors who've started or intend to start a private limited company that's registered with the ACRA. Now the business must be in an approved sector, and if you've already applied for the business to run, it must be less than 6 months old. And if you're applying, make sure you can show some sort of funding or an entrepreneurial track record. The best part about this pathway, you can bring your family if you meet your annual milestones. And while all of this sounds very complicated, doing this through the right partner can actually land you with a lot of success. And I've done a lot of research and found that the best partner that you can get on this journey is Osome. Incorporating your business in Singapore is a breeze with Osome because Osome makes it amazing for you by making sure that they take care of the entire process. So they handle all the paperwork, all the claims, they make sure they get you an employment pass should you need one, and they do this entire process remotely and paper-free. With Osome's expert accountants and intuitive software, you can leave all your financial, admin, accounting, bookkeeping related stuff with them while you carry the journey of running your business. And everything happens in one platform. So you can track all your invoices, you can monitor cash flow and get in real-time updates about how your business is doing. And only for my amazing audience that wants to move to Singapore and incorporate their company, Osome's giving a 16% off if you use the link in the description. Let me quickly take you through that link and show you how easy and amazing that process is. So here we are, you can see that I am inviting you to try Osome. You get 16% off, you need to put in basic information, but you can actually incorporate from anywhere in the world. You do zero paperwork. They also help you open a bank account and get your taxes right from day one. What's amazing is you can be fully compliant, so they take care of your registration, company constitution, ACRA name checking, post incorporation, everything, government, corporate secretary, accounting and tax, bookkeeping, basically everything that you might need. And it just costs $2,394. You can also get an employment pass for your business included. So if you want to also get an employment pass, only costs $2,427. Trust me guys, this is peanuts when you compare it to the benefit that you get of running an entire business out of Singapore. More than 15,000 amazing entrepreneurs have tried Osome and loved it. So make sure you check that link in the description box. Now let's talk about pathway number 2. This one's for highly skilled individuals and it's called the One Pass. So this is a relatively new premium visa that's designed for top global talent in a variety of fields like business, art, tech, academia, sports research, etc. To qualify for this, you either make more than 30,000 Singaporean dollars a month or you have an outstanding track record in whichever field you're from. The benefit is that you can self-apply and it's valid for 5 years. And you can work for multiple companies or start your business. You can also move your spouse and children on dependent pass with you. Now, if you think the one pass is a lot, you can try pathway number 3, which is the EP, the employment pass. This is typically for mid to senior professionals, and it's the most common kind of visa category that people move on. I know I touched upon this slightly in pathway number 1 because Osome is able to get you your employment pass should you incorporate your business in Singapore. But if you want to go and work for a Singaporean company, then this is the pathway that you would most likely take. You must be a skilled professional or a manager that's hired by a Singaporean company, and you must make more than 5,000 Singaporean dollars a month. You should also have a recognized degree and a track record to show that you're an excellent employee. This is typically given for 1 to 2 years and it's renewable, but the difference between this and the first 2 pathways is that you need a job first, as opposed to the entrepass or the one pass that you can self-apply. The next pathway is the Expat Key, which is the Personalized Employment Pass, the PEP. Think of PEP as an upgrade to the EP. So it's already meant for high-earning foreign professionals that are on EP or could potentially be on EP. The requirement, if you already have an EP, is that you must make more than 12,000 Singaporean dollars a month. And if you live outside of Singapore, if you're applying from overseas, then you must make more than 18,000 Singaporean dollars a month. What's amazing is that you're not tied to a single employer, unlike the EP, which is truly employer-sponsored. You're not tied to a single employer here. So you can switch your roles as much as you want, but it is only valid for 3 years and it is typically non-renewable. Another important takeaway, while you can self-apply for this, you must secure a job within 6 months of moving to Singapore. The next pathway is a simpler pathway and honestly a dream for many of us. This is the intra-company transfer, which is also the expatriate scheme for MNCs. So if you work for an MNC that has offices in Singapore, you could potentially get a job offer from them and move through this pathway. Now you could get an EP, which is a common route for many people to use under this pathway, or you could move under the ICT Pass, which is a special pathway under free trade agreements. Now the ICT Pass is specific for intra-company transferees only. In order to apply, you must have worked for the same company for at least 1 year, and you must be a specialist, so you must hold some sort of a track record. You can be in a managerial position, an executive position, or a specialist position. And many companies in Singapore actually use it for their internal mobility. The next pathway, which is the second last pathway that I'll cover in this video, is moving as an investor, the Global Investor Program, the GIP. And this is meant for only the ultra high net worth individuals who are planning to invest in Singapore. So you must be a successful entrepreneur, a business owner, or a true investor. And you must be willing to invest at least 2.5 million Singaporean dollars in a new business or an expansion or an approved GIP fund. Now, the best part about this pathway is that you can use this pathway to actually apply for a Singaporean residency as well, similar to the golden visas that many countries in Europe offer. And if none of these amazing pathways work, then you can try moving to Singapore as a student and integrate into the workforce. I know this is an indirect pathway, but one that definitely reeks of a lot of success. So you can first apply for an admission into one of the reputed Singaporean universities. You can move on a student pass and then secure a job and convert it to an employment pass upon graduation. This is a common route for younger professionals who are looking to integrate into the workforce well enough. But one thing that I would recommend is if you're moving as a student, take informed decisions. Make sure you're choosing a course that has high relevance to the Singaporean job market. Make sure you choose something that is in high demand. Make sure you have a decent experience before moving, or if you're moving to do your undergrad, then make sure you truly understand the Singaporean landscape in terms of the professional landscape around the course that you're choosing. Don't just blindly choose a course as a pathway to migration. Choose a course that helps you integrate into the workforce. And only then will studying in Singapore make sense. And that's it. We've covered all the 7 pathways, but I'd like to give you a quick overview just so that you don't miss out anything. If you want to apply on your own without any job offer, then the pathways that I recommend. And I would highly recommend that you try Osome for all the compliance and incorporation work because they're nominal and they can also get you your employment pass. And the charges, as we saw, are very nominal. You can also move on one pass, personalized employment pass, and GIP, which is the Global Investor Program. If you get a job offer, you can use the employment pass or the ICT pathway to move. And if none of these work, then move there as a student and integrate into the workforce. And with that, we've discovered almost all pathways that you can use to move to Singapore in 2025. Like I said, it is not difficult, but it is super complicated. So you need to make sure that you analyze which of these pathways are best suited to you and the field that you work in and your experience and your overall professional profile, and then take a call. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. You found some information out of it. Let me know if Singapore is on your mind and if you want a list of employers that could help you get an opportunity in Singapore. I'll make sure I make a video about that, but first need to gauge your choices. So let me know in the comments which country are you targeting or which countries are you targeting for 2025. Also let me know what you think about this video, what you think about Singapore in general. I promise to see you in the next video. Until we meet again, please make sure that you take care of yourself. Stay safe. Namaste. you.